We're live. Actually, we're not live, but you know.
We're live right now. I'm alive.
This is episode 404, Show Not Found.
Show not found.
Is it really?
Should have been my heart rate on my watch. I am actually living.
That should have been the April Fool's episode. Damn it, I missed it.
Yeah.
Rats.
Episode
That would have been
404.
awesome. I could have just done a video with episode 404, Show Not Found, and just left it at that. Damn it.
And you have to put it up with the little, the little play triangle in the middle, so everyone, but not functional, of course.
Right, of course.
I'm going to sit on a pillow because my butt.
Okay.
I'm sitting on the floor.
Jay's already drinking heavily. It's going to be a good show.
I don't have a drink.
Uh-oh.
Do you know that sound? It's the cat with the paper.
Is that tag with the paper? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
boy.
All right, then.
Anyway.
Happy Thursday, everybody.
On that note.
Yes.
So what's going on in the world, folks? Anything we can talk about?
Not much.
Actually, I wanted to start off bragging about Brita.
Oh, Lord.
I have a library story.
I know. This is pretty
boy.
funny.
Does it involve
So
college
no.
Jay.
It's not that good of a story.
Could have been Alan's. I didn't say.
No.
Go on.
So anyway, I was trying to remember a book that I read some number of years ago, and I was looking for it, and I couldn't find. It was just bugging the shit out of me, and I didn't particularly want to read it, but I just, you know how when you can't remember a particular thing, it just bugs the shit out of you. So I was trying to remember, and I was doing Google searches, and I couldn't find it. I didn't remember the author. I didn't remember much. I vaguely remembered some of the plot elements and all that kind of stuff. And I spent like a long time.
Why didn't you just ask me right away?
I didn't, and I finally was like, hey, I know a librarian who does this, who looks for shit all the time. So I messaged her. I said, hey, I'm trying to remember this book that I read. And I kind of described it a little bit. And at the very end of my description, I put, and I think the cover was blue. Because that's what you do, right?
It's like, but I've actually had people come to the reference desk and say, I'm looking for this book and it's about, I think it's about this and the cover's red. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. I think
it's a library joke, but it's true. People do that.
And I actually did it. And Brita's response was, is this for real?
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
I was like, no, really, I can't. I'm looking for the book. I can't find it. And I don't know exactly how many seconds it took her, but the timestamp on the messenger between me saying, yeah, I'm serious, and her coming back with the title of the book I was looking for was the same minute. So it didn't change. She probably did it in less than 15 seconds.
Yeah.
And
I did. Actually, no. Okay. Let me just say that I got your message and I read it and I was like, what the fuck? and I saw the message and I actually read it to my coworker and I was like, can you believe this? And then I Googled and I found I would say it was 10 seconds.
So 5 seconds telling you're laughing about it with your coworker.
Yeah.
And then 10 seconds actually looking for it. And it was the right one. In fact, it was exactly the right one. And yeah.
You're welcome.
Was the cover blue?
The cover was blue.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the cool part. It was actually blue. So.
Oh, we lost Jay.
Oh.
Wow, that was quick.
He'll be back.
The NSA killed his internets.
So I'm sitting on my floor, Alan.
Yeah, I noticed. It's a nice looking room. I
have a cool lamp.
Yep.
Looks like a bird.
Oh, Jay's back.
But if anybody local to me knows about doing Wi-Fi shit, could you come over to my house and fix me up because this apparently, after watching some episodes of our show with my husband, who all of a sudden likes our show because it's on video. I've been noticing that I'm the only one with kind of lag and glitch and fuzzy picture. I'm thinking, what is happening? And it's something's going on with my Wi-Fi. And if I sit near this router, not the router in the dining room, this one, it works. So here I am sitting on my floor.
Thank you. Thank you for your sacrifice.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It will be appreciated.
I am having flashbacks to an earlier show I used to do
circa 2009.
Long time ago. That I sat in this exact spot.
The other show that shall not be mentioned.
Yeah. I sat in this exact spot in my living room. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, it's now April.
Yeah.
And so it's no longer our anniversary month. We are well into our 10th year.
I didn't get my present.
As in, we're like 1 week into our 10th year.
Wow.
I didn't get my present.
Yikes.
I didn't send any presents. What's the gift for a 9-year anniversary?
I don't know. I looked
something stupid.
Something stupid.
Yeah, it's it's not
tin.
I think it's bauxite,
paper,
or
it's not ammo or gun parts or
porcelain
scopes or
yeah,
porcelain. Yeah. Toilet seat.
Here, well,
yeah,
it's porcelain.
You don't have the Cadillac of toilets anymore, so.
I do not. It was a good toilet. I still miss it.
That was a great toilet.
People were like, "What is happening in this show?"
I know. It's toilet humor.
Yeah, well,
but
yeah.
I was talking about this sort of thing to my daughter, and you know how you get, how I get when I get ranty about something, and because she just moved into a new apartment, and she was talking about all the stuff, and I was like, I said, I was like, do you have a plunger? And she said no, and I said, get a plunger. I said, get one because.
What are you implying, Alan?
Because no, I'm just saying because the last time you want to be searching, go out and buying a plunger is when you need one.
Yeah, that's true.
Better to have a plunger and not need it than need a plunger and not
right.
have it.
Yeah,
and then I got off on a rant about how shit doesn't work anymore thanks to the government. Our toilets don't flush.
In this case,
our gas cans don't pour right. Our dishwashers don't clean, and all this stuff.
The light bulbs don't light.
It's just
everything the government touches, it ruins.
Yeah, pretty much. The borders don't work anymore.
I'm getting the lag today.
Yeah, you are, Jay.
Yeah. But that's why I don't believe any of the conspiracy theories, because conspiracy theories involving the government revolve around the central idea that the government is competent, which it clearly is not.
About the only thing it can do competently is rig an election.
I think the only thing that it can do competently is like mess things up.
The only thing they do consistently.
Yeah.
Spend money.
Spend other people's money.
Oh yeah.
Our money.
I need to get my water. I'll be right back.
Okay. We'll talk amongst ourselves.
Now we're all verklempt.
The da 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 da.
Wow. Jeopardy theme music.
Hey. And she's back.
Okay. Now I'm ready.
All right.
You can start the show.
Well, we've already started.
Oh, Lord.
Oh man, there was something I wanted to talk about.
Like, what's happening in the world? I don't know, Alan.
We had a whole bunch of things, and we forgot them all because we
Anything?
do that.
Did you see that lizard climbing the shelves? Holy shit!
Monitor lizard. What was that? Thailand?
I don't know
Yeah,
where
probably.
it is, but
It
damn,
looked like Thailand.
I made sure
You know,
it
I
wasn't
got-
anywhere near me. That's all.
I got
Yeah.
I got lizards at my house, but they're little and cute. This is
They're
like
little tiny ones. I get
This could eat
skinks
your
on my
dog.
porch. It's gonna eat you. This
I
thing was
want a
like 8
skink
feet
on my
long.
porch.
I thought it was an alligator. Like it's a monitor lizard. I'm like,
It's
where
just-
the hell with that? What caliber for that?
yeah,
All
big.
of them.
Yeah. Aren't those the ones that are poisonous too if they bite you?
No, you're thinking Komodo dragons.
Oh yeah, that's
They'd
the
be
one.
venomous.
When I originally saw the video, I thought it was a Komodo dragon.
They're only poisonous if you eat them and you die.
That's right. Venomous.
Yes.
Well,
So tax season has been pushed back
Ooh.
a month.
right.
Just reminding everyone that you have an extra month.
Yeah. So you get an extra month of other tax forms in.
Yay! Yeah.
Where's
I
my
think
COVID vaccine?
I was because they already pushed it back for Texas because of the freeze.
Oh, really?
And
That's why?
Yeah, well, that's why they pushed it back for Texas because of the freeze.
Okay.
And then I think they pushed it back again. So I don't know when the hell it is. When's
May
17th.
I think
17th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's June for Texas. I could be
It was
wrong.
relevant to my interests.
Is that for state taxes or federal?
Texas doesn't have state taxes.
In Virginia, it was both.
Huh. Texas doesn't
I
have
would
state taxes.
imagine most states are either the same or maybe later.
2021 tax filing deadlines extended for Texas, June 15th,
Wow.
Texas. So,
And you don't have state taxes, so this is just federal.
well, I mean, we have taxes. I mean, the property taxes are
You don't have
pretty fucking
income
high,
tax.
but we don't
Right,
have
right, right.
we don't have state income tax.
You're like
So
New Hampshire and Florida.
Nice.
no state income tax, which is nice. I think honestly, if you look at the money the government spends, the personal income tax is such a tiny fraction that they just might as well not even have it. Just get rid of it. Why have an income tax? It's such a tiny fraction. Just print more money. What I mean, they're already
Money
they're already
goes
printing,
burr.
they're already printing trillions of dollars. The few $100 billion that they get from
Yeah.
personal income tax is a drop in the bucket. I mean, it's less than they're spending on, infrastructure in
Right.
the Biden, bill. So, I mean, at this point, it's just, pissing people off. They should just get rid of it.
Kim Kardashian was just declared a billionaire this week.
Yes, she was.
What is the likelihood that Kim Kardashian's going to be writing an extra check to the federal government?
0.
Yeah. Like,
If you got that much money, you got fleets of tax accountants that can shelter your shit for you.
well,
So,
not just that, but I mean, they all
Yep.
vote, for more government. So write a check so you can pay for it. This is what you want, right?
Yep.
It
what
doesn't
they
matter.
do, here's the trick. Here's the trick rich folks do. And this
Please-
doesn't involve,
Please tell me.
this is just one of them. This doesn't involve moving money offshore or anything like that, which is also tricks they do. But what they do is they leverage assets such that they don't have an income to tax. So say you own an asset somewhere. You own a square block of New York City, or you own, something that's worth millions of dollars. What
Okay.
you do is you take a loan out based on the value of that asset, and then you live off the loan,
Oh,
which is not income because it's a loan.
right.
And when the loan comes due, you just roll it over because the value of the asset's gone up.
Right.
And you just rinse, repeat. And that way you have an income stream that's not actually income because it's debt backed by your assets that you never have to actually repay because you just keep refinancing it.
I should win the lottery.
That's how they do it. That's one of the ways they do it.
So I could take out a
So you
loan
don't-
for like $800.
There you go. And then just keep refinancing it when you're, as your property appreciates, you just keep refinancing. Bada bing. That, and you create a shell company in the Caymans and move your assets to that, and
Or
so,
just have your crackhead son throw a gun away in a supermarket.
you could do that.
It was headline news about Trump's taxes. You only paid $750, blah 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 blah, for months. For months, that's all we heard about. Meanwhile, Joe Biden's up there going, "Oh, we need this and we need that," and Hunter's like, "Oh, hold my crack pipe."
Right.
I wonder if this is another case of
don't need shell corporations when nobody looks into it.
I wonder if this is another case of liberal projection.
Of course it is. It's always projection.
Because Biden knows his crackhead son was able to get a gun illegally, so he assumes everybody else is too. So we got to stop that.
Well, there's that like wiggle room on the form. Like, are you a drug user? So
are you currently using right now?
Not in the last hour.
Not right this second. I guess there's like that.
User implies I'm using right now.
Yeah.
But
what's the definition of is?
Yeah.
But the problem is that only goes one way, right? If it was you or me, we'd be in jail.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
If you have a medical marijuana card and you check no on that box, you are committing perjury.
Right.
Huh.
And if you're, if you're somebody that's not the president's crackhead son,
it's here's the thing with Hunter Biden for me is that, I understand that when you are raised in a family that has unlimited wealth and power, like the Bidens, I understand that there might be a propensity to be like a depraved
why
piece
not?
of crap. But like to actually see the pictures of it and to know, because of the laptop, to know kind of what was actually going on.
Right.
Wow. Did you read the article where he had a roommate, a crackhead roommate for like 7 months?
No.
And she's this notorious crack dealer in DC.
Wow.
And it's better. So
was it the one who set Marion Barry up?
Maybe. Who knows? Maybe. But she's like this notorious crackhead in DC, and people like who are in DC like know her, like because she just is kind of like this homeless, wandering around crackhead, and Hunter Biden somehow lived with her for 7 months.
Wow.
And her name is Bicycles. Her name is Bicycles.
Her legal name?
Yes. No, not her legal name. No. Everybody knows her as Bicycles.
That's your street name.
It may as well. It's her street name. Bicycles.
Wow.
But like apparently she's known as a crackhead, crack dealer. And Hunter Biden, son of the vice president of the United States, picking Parmesan cheese out of his carpet with bicycles. And suddenly, like his father's president of the United States, and now he's shopping around this book.
Oh yeah.
His memoir. And let me get onto that for a second. And suddenly, like, there are betters.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Now, imagine that your next door neighbor has a crackhead son who is seriously, like smoking Parmesan cheese out of the carpet, digging through the carpet, looking for little crumbs of what might be crack, but it's Parmesan cheese. Okay. And you learn this story about your next door neighbor, and you're like, whoa.
Except your neighbor.
Except now that your next door neighbor is now president of the United States.
Yeah.
And you're thinking like, what sort of parenting went on there? What kind of people are they? What, and I hate to judge people because shit happens and like, addiction happens and all that sort of stuff. But like, okay. So
And again,
let me just get onto this. Oh, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No. I keep coming back to the imagine if it were Eric Trump.
Or anybody.
Just compare and contrast the coverage had it been Eric Trump, who divulged that he sometimes smoked Parmesan cheese because he was so desperate for crack. Would the media have been like, oh, we're going to ignore this and pretend it didn't happen? Or, I don't know, would it have been perfect example that, what the hell is his name? Gates there, the Republican congressman who might be going to, where's he going, to Fox News or something?
Yeah.
And he's, he had to dust up with the New York Times because they accused him of child pornography. And it was literally the number one trending thing on Twitter for over a week, which is complete and utter bullshit because Twitter doesn't have the attention span to hold a trending thing for more than an hour. But this was the number one thing at the top of Twitter for over a week. And the story was always an hour old. So they had somebody who is continually refreshing that story in their lineup.
Wow.
Sure.
So that it would be the number one trending thing.
Yeah.
Hunter Biden smoking Parmesan cheese, lying on a federal form, throwing a gun in the trash. Nope, nothing to see here. We're going to ignore his laptop for a year and a half. Again, we shouldn't be surprised that the media is covering for them. They've been doing it for my entire lifetime. But it would be nice to see, I don't know, thought we had Fox News for a bit, but apparently not. And
no.
What
about his book, Brita? You were gonna
No. But you said, like, what if it was Eric Trump? Would Eric Trump be shopping around his memoirs? Being pushed by the media, like, oh, look, this miraculous memoir by this reformed drug addict and
would any publishing house be allowed to publish a book by Eric Trump?
Okay. So, this whole thing with Democrats, liberals, kind of like in that sphere, publishing their books. They all get millions and millions of dollars in advance.
Yep.
And nobody buys their books. Nobody buys it.
Do you know where I see those books a lot, Rita? At the warehouse store.
Big Lots?
On a big table for $5.
Absolutely. Because nobody buys them.
Exactly.
I'm sorry about my cat. He's tearing paper.
For those of you that don't know, that's Tig tearing paper.
It's his favorite pastime. I should turn the camera around so everybody can see.
Cat's got to do what a cat's got to do.
I would happily show that on our show.
It sounds like he's operating a small cash register. Now I've got a mental image of Tig with like glasses and the old timey, crank register. Like these numbers are just not adding up.
Well, anyway, let me just quickly make my point about the books.
Yes.
Books like that are a payoff.
Yep.
It's a quick way for Democrats to make money.
Of course they are.
It's money laundering.
And that's what's going on with Hunter Biden. That's what's going on, And nobody at the library reads them. I know that for sure. Because they all come in, And then like within 18 months we discard them again. And so I'm gonna take the camera over here, scooch myself so y'all can enjoy. I'm sorry. Scooch, scooch, scooch.
There we go. Aha!
Can you see him?
Yep.
Yes.
Now he's not going to do it.
I love
Because,
that dog. Just saying.
Yep, he's doing it.
Yeah.
Well, he just grabs it in his mouth and tears, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
That's great.
It's his, hobby.
That's his pop and bubble wrap.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, wasn't it Bronson Pinchot that was tearing the paper in the Langoliers? Remember that movie, The Langoliers?
Isn't that a Stephen King novel?
Yeah, but the airplane flew through the thing, and it was like the stale time. And then I think it was Bronson Pinchot. He's like tearing paper in the thing, going crazy.
Bronson, anyway. He was Perfect Strange Balky from Perfect Strangers, and he was in Beverly Hills Cop as the coffee shop guy.
So basically, my living room is like a constant pile of packing paper because my weirdo cat likes to chew paper. He just rips it up. He spits it out and rips it up.
Hey, everybody's got to have a hobby.
Yeah, it's his thing.
He's keeping busy. It keeps him away from the crack pipe, Rita.
Don't ever get a partial Bengal.
Your cat Tig Biden.
Or a full Bengal.
But yeah. It's his thing.
You should get a little crack pipe and put it next to him while he's sleeping.
Oh, he's not a crackhead. He's very smart.
It's a nip.
Very sensitive boy.
Nip pipe.
Oh Lord!
I'm trying to remember what somebody had a neat allegory that the Bidens were there was some it was like Theoden from Lord of the Rings. That the oldest son was the favorite, and the youngest son was the screw-up, and the dad was losing.
Yeah.
And I saw that, and I was like, "Oh my god, yeah!"
It's
worm tongue. It's
yes, there is. There is a worm tongue. We don't know who it is, but there is one.
Good point, Jill. Right. Dr. Biden.
Did you see her outfit? Did you see the outfit? Oh my god.
What? Which I'm like, they're making this huge deal about it, and I'm like,
what you're talking about.
We literally had a fashion model as the first lady, and all we heard was how horrible she was. And Jill Biden wears fishnets, and it's national news. It's like, who cares?
She looks so gross. I'm sorry. Gross.
Dr. Jill.
Dr. Jill looked gross.
Dr. Jill. Again,
thank God I haven't seen this photo, and I don't want to see it. So,
so that means everyone send it to Alan relentlessly. Just spam Alan with it.
Nope.
But again, I don't care. I don't care what she wore. It's this incessant bombarding of, oh my goodness, look, isn't she wonderful? Stop.
Right.
Just stop. We get it. You're in bed with them. Stop. You don't have to rub our, although it does fit in with, like the whole New York Times, yes, a cabal got together to stop Trump from being in office. We saved America.
Right.
Like, you just admitted to rigging the election. You just admitted that you rigged a national election for the president of the free fucking world. You gave us goddamn fucking Grima Wormtongue as president now. And you're like, look what we did. You're lording it over us. And there's nothing you peons can do about it.
I just read, just before the show, I just read a little headline about Harry Reid. Remember him? Remember Harry Reid?
Harry Reid, yes.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Lost a fight with a treadmill.
Sure. Had the suspicious conspiratorial black eye.
like Mitt Romney, like Mittens.
Yeah. So look it up. So many black eyes. But I just read the headline where he somebody interviewed him and they were talking about how he came out and was telling the story about how Mitt Romney had never paid taxes in like 10 years.
Oh yeah. Complete lie.
And it was a complete lie, like absolutely a complete lie, provable lie.
Yep.
And somebody asked Harry Reid, well, do you regret that? Do you regret telling that lie? And Harry Reid said, well, Mitt Romney lost, didn't he?
Yep.
No regrets.
It's
No regrets.
Machiavellian.
So here we are.
Yep.
You know, it's the Orange Man bad. We don't have his mean tweets anymore. So no matter what happens,
Everything's
it's
fine.
a good thing, right?
Yeah.
You know, they just,
I know.
there's still, you know, walls don't work, but there's walls around the Capitol.
And
Andy's
Joe
filling him in.
Biden's gonna start building a wall again. He is.
He's trying to be Bill Clinton.
Well, he's not building the wall. He's just filling in the empty spaces.
Oh, just filling the gaps.
Yeah. We're not
Filling
actually
in the
building.
gaps.
Okay.
Filling in the gaps.
Well, I mean, that's because, you know, there's reports that, you know, they're not cages anymore. They're migrant detainment centers that are filled to like quadruple capacity.
Right.
And Texas DPS is investigating child molestation and abuse charges in Biden's cages. We don't hear anything about that. We don't have AOC posing in her white outfit outside of, you know, a random fence, pretending to be standing outside there. No, what we do have is Ted Cruz trying to take pictures and having Biden administration officials get in his way and say, oh, no, you can't take pictures.
Yeah. Give the people their dignity while they're all wrapped up like fucking baked potatoes.
In the emergency blankets you get at Walmart for $1.
Yeah.
Where's the 86 million to put them up in hotels going?
Oh, that went into somebody's pocket, Jay. You know that. That's not.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
86 million to buy a shitload of hotel rooms.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, you throw the border wide open. Oh no, just come on in. Come on in. It's wide open. Come on. And then act shocked.
Yeah. Surprise.
At the humanitarian crisis. Which I have to wonder. Why are they there? Why are they detaining them? Why aren't they just sending them on their way? Or is this like they have to process and figure out which cities need more new Democrat voters?
Well, Jay,
my tinfoil hat's getting a little loose. So
they have to create the crisis before they cannot let it go to waste.
Yeah. But you know, again, it's just the sheer chutzpah of Joe Biden mentioning Trump's children in cages and the absolute crickets. I mean, it's not that they're not mentioning; they're actively burying it.
Oh yeah.
Now.
Well, it's not convenient now.
Right. Well, it's no longer useful. We can just discard it. Like, you know, it's human tissue, is what it is. We've used it. We've blown our nose. We got rid of Orange Man, and we can throw them away.
The thing that bothers me about the whole border crisis now, because it is a crisis. If you look at the numbers, it's a crisis. How long are they going to let this keep going on?
As long as they can.
As long as it's useful.
Well, who's going to stop it? I mean, already the American public knows that it is bad. Something bad is happening at the border.
Sure.
And
well, according to Pelosi, there's nothing going on at all.
Oh,
she went
business
down
as
there.
Usual.
No, there's no crisis at the border. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my God.
Right.
Everything's going to plan.
Ted Cruz didn't go to Cancun, so everything's fine.
That's right.
This whole like human trafficking thing and children at the border and that whole thing has been kind of confusing me. I mean, maybe because to me, I'm like, human trafficking, who would want another human like that? Why? Why would, I mean, on a certain level, I don't understand it. Like, I don't understand,
There's
like,
too many we'd like to get rid of.
right. Like, so are they selling people? Are they selling children? Like, is that what's happening? Because I don't understand it.
I think they're renting them out.
What? For?
Well, so I mean, you hear
I
lots
mean,
of different-
I hate to sound stupid, and I've read about a lot of human trafficking, and I've seen that people are being sold for slavery, and people are being sold for like sexual whatever. But like, I don't get it.
It means you're a good, decent person, Brita.
Okay,
I've heard several
That's
different stories.
seriously, because
I know.
I've heard several different stories, and none of them are mutually exclusive. So you can still have, you can still have the sex trafficking and the selling your kids and all that kind of stuff. But they're useful in two ways. One is that, if you got 10 or 15 kids and you can sell one of them to some guy that wants to go across the border, you can claim it's his kid.
Right. It's a ticket in. Is one of
right.
Right. Okay. Right. The other thing is once your kid is across the border, you can claim a familial reason and bring the rest of your family across.
Okay.
Which leads me to my big question, which is we are bombarded with detail after detail of how misogynist and sexist and racist and horrible the United States is.
Right.
Why are they trying to come in here? We're so horrible. We are the cause of everything wrong in the world. We have oppressed literally every other nationality and creed and ethnicity. Every other one has been oppressed by us. We are responsible for global warming. We are responsible for the hole in the ozone layer, acid rain, and bad dental hygiene. Yet, the boats don't go to Cuba, do they? The traffickers don't bring people into Mexico, do they?
The reason they're coming here is because they get free shit.
And
they used to come here for jobs. They don't do that anymore.
Where they came from.
Yeah.
No, nobody's hiding across the border to come here from, England.
Right. However, they are coming here from the Middle East.
Oh yeah.
They've caught a number of people like on the terrorist watch list already coming across the border.
Mm.
I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about the ones they didn't catch.
Right. I mean, you got to figure they're so incompetent. The ones that they catch must have had T-shirts with terrorists across the front. It must have been like, "Yay, ISIS!"
They used their Iranian passport or something.
Yes.
So
they're Chechnyan passports.
Hey,
what?
Let's do a show and tell
already.
Well, we gotta.
Wow.
We gotta quit at 9, so we're under the gun.
Okay. Do you want to go first?
We're just chomping at the bit. I've been seeing this show and tell.
She's been playing with her show and tell for the whole show. So
my new pocket knife.
Show us.
My new pocket knife.
Ooh,
fancy.
Yeah, it's Columbia River.
Very nice.
Blah, blah, blah.
Big fan of Sqrpt.
It is nice.
Good stuff.
It's nice because it's a good size.
Fits in your pocket.
Fits in my little bitty girl pockets.
Fits in your girl pockets.
In girl pockets.
Yep. Has a.
Ooh, that's an assisted opener.
Yeah, assisted opener, and I like the stoutness of the blade.
That's nice.
It's girthy.
Like a frame lock.
That's what she said.
It's like, it's good.
It's
sturdy.
Chunky.
It is a chunk.
Yeah.
Yes. I think it's called a squid.
Heckin' chunker.
It is a chunker. And, it's got a nice thing going on.
Cool.
I think it's called a squid. If anybody's interested, and
I'll have to look that up.
it's not super expensive. So
I like
yeah.
how it's got. You can open it both ways. You can open it by flipping the thumb stud, or you can open it
Yeah,
by
or
flipping
the little
back
thing.
Yeah, I'm a big
Mhm.
the
fan.
little flippy thing.
I don't know what that's for. Maybe
What? It's a
Well, you got
lanyard.
the-
Lanyard.
is it a lanyard thing?
Yep.
Yeah, it could be.
I don't know.
Turn it to the
That seems-
side. Yep.
That side.
Yeah, it must be like a lanyard hole. Or
Yeah,
something.
you got a paper clip and a.
I thought maybe it was like a bottle opener, but no, it's lanyard.
I don't know. Keychain? That's pretty heavy for a keychain, though, right? I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah,
Lanyard.
you can throw a keychain on there.
I guess.
Make it a money clip.
But I ordered it because of the size. I thought it would be a good pocket size knife
Yeah.
for me. And while I like that chive I have, the rainbow chive,
Right.
it's a really nice knife, and I also have to get it cleaned and stuff. But this kind of just seems more like tough.
Knifey.
I don't know. Knifey is thick
It's
and
more
it's,
knifey.
It's
Beefy.
Yeah. That's great. I love
Very
it.
nice. Very nice.
I like the color too. It's like
I do
that.
too. It's not shiny.
Yeah.
It's got the matte finish.
Does it say what the blade steel is? Does it have it written on it?
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we can get my glasses
I'm
out.
trying to
Jeez,
think.
man.
Sqrpt is a lot of what is it? 8CR13 MOV.
No, I don't know.
It doesn't
No.
say. Squid. What's that number right there at the bottom? I can't read it.
Well, that's your problem.
I still can't read it.
Yeah, I was going to say. What about the other
I
side?
don't know. It's like microscopic. I don't know.
I know.
I can't read it either.
Oh
We're
my god! I
all
need a
old.
man. Sorry.
No.
Somebody, Mad St. Jack will chime. He'll
Yeah, I
make
was
a
gonna
comment.
say,
He'll
I don't
tell
know.
us.
Look it up.
He'll tell us. He'll tell us.
Look it up. I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Anyway, there you
Awesome. Well, I have something if nobody else does. Jay,
go. I already did the show and tell with my cat. I showed my cat.
That's right.
That's
you
right.
did.
That's right. Alan, you can go. I have a personal favorite for mine.
Okay, well I'll go because I got a new thing.
I think Alan's now buying things just for show and tell.
But this
Yeah.
falls under. That's not a knife.
Oh dear.
Oh God.
This is a knife.
Jeez, oh man.
Yeah, Alan and
This
his
is
short
a-
swords.
This is a Celtic anthropomorphic sword. I actually got this because Brita was looking at them,
Ah,
and
I just think they're cool.
they are cool. So you can see it's like a little stylized
Like a little
person,
dude. Yeah.
and some of the old ones are more realistic looking, and
Mm-hmm.
some of them are more stylized. So it just depends on what you get. I think this one's made in Spain, but first off, it's fucking heavy.
yeah.
This is a real sword.
A real sword.
It's made out of spring steel. And I don't know. I don't know if you can tell by looking at it, but they call it a leaf shape because it's narrower here,
Mm.
and it gets wider as it goes out to here.
Ah.
And I measured it with calipers. It's a 1/4 inch thick right here.
Okay.
And it flattens out a little bit and it gets wide as it goes out to here. And it is, it's still got a lot of gunk on it. I took a lot of the grease off, but it's still got a bunch on it. This thing weighs 5 pounds and you think, oh, that's not much, except all the weight's like out here.
Oh.
That's for
And
swinging.
so you remember the tactical Gladius was pretty light. It was more like a machete. This is a big hunking piece of steel. It's like swinging a 3-foot piece of like heavy rebar. And I got to tell you, my workout regime has not prepared me for swinging a 3-foot long piece of steel in any fashion whatsoever. So You know,
You can only imagine that those guys who use that sword like had these
yeah,
giant
their
forearms.
Massive
forearms must have
forearms.
made Popeye look like a piker.
Yeah.
Because
Alan's going to spawn a new workout craze.
I was
It's gonna
just
be like
thinking
sword
about that.
aesthetics or something.
So yeah, so you gotta, you think you gotta switch back and forth, and you gotta swing this thing. And I tell you, between the grip and the wrist and right here, it's a workout. It really is, and it's a lot more of a workout than just lifting weights. So anyway,
Very nice.
When you lean it towards the camera like that, all I can think of is the SR-71 Blackbird. It's just got
It
that
kinda looks
same
like that, doesn't it?
come to a point, big curves, and because I'm
trying to
dork.
get it
But anyway,
lined up. But it's spring steel. I forget the number, 5160, something like that. But it's flat here, and then it's got the blood groove on both sides down the middle. It is sharp, but not razor sharp. So, I mean, I can touch it. It's sharp.
Okay.
It'll cut cardboard, but it won't. It's not like my pocket knife. Won't like shave a hair or something. So, but you could sharpen it. But anyway, that's my show and tell. It is quite heavy, and honestly,
that is a very cool show and tell, Alan.
you
I'm
think
jealous.
you think about what people used to have to do, and this is, I mean, I've handled a lot of swords. I did fencing in college and stuff like that. Of course, those are little, foils and sabers. Foils, you do the classic, on guard and back and forth, and sabers, you just like scream at each other and run toward each other as fast as you can and try to score a point. But that's nothing compared. And even like the dress swords and stuff in the military they're like nothing compared to this. And I just think about the people that used to like wear this like every day. And suddenly the gun I carry every day is so light.
Yeah.
It basically serves the same purpose, right? It's a defensive short range arm. I mean, pistol, sword, basically the same thing.
Yeah.
But
this is kind of related. Not really, but kind of. I saw a funny meme this week about why there's so many people named Smith. Did you all see this meme or no?
No.
Okay. Well, the theory behind like why there's so many people named Smith is because a Smith was like a common job.
Right.
Like there were a lot of Smiths making stuff, right?
Sure.
But if you think about it, and I'm not going to quote the meme directly, I'm just going to, if you think about it, there were other common jobs.
Right.
Cooks, tailors.
Yep.
Lots of other common jobs like wheelwrights, the last name Wright.
Right.
Potter. Yes, you would think Potter because there's lots of pottery. However, there's so many Smiths, and this meme went on to say the reason why is because Smiths were hot. They all had like the bulging forearms and the thick muscles and the leather apron, and they were all sweaty.
Okay.
And the women were just falling all over themselves to get with a Smith.
Well, the Smith was also the useful skill. I mean, it's
Yeah, okay.
I get it.
But
I get it. I get it. Yeah. Totally
So what you're
hot.
saying is Alan and I should have leather aprons next week.
no, you should do the forearm thing.
Oh, I can't. It's not in the camera. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
So
moving on. Jay.
I don't have a sword, but I have one of my favorite types of knife. The Bally Song.
Aha! Yay!
I love the Bally Song. I spent
Cool.
so much time as a teenager
Annoying people with your clacking.
screwing around with one of these. And I have a very funny story from SHOT Show a few years ago. One of the companies, and I think it was Sqrpt, came out with their own ballet song. And I saw it in the booth and I was like, oh, a ballet song. I was all excited. And I picked it up and I started like, boom, boom, boom. And I'm flinging it around. And somebody walking by was like, oh my God, can I get you on video? So somewhere out there, there's me just flinging a ballet song, spinning it around, opening, closing, just doing. And I'm like, see, Mom and Dad, that time wasn't wasted.
That's funny. So, wait, I want to ask you, is that like a real one? Sharp blade one?
It has an edge. Okay. I've cut myself numerous times with it.
Okay. Because I have a couple of those, and I think I have 2.
It's my fidget spinner.
And I have ones that are kind of like practice ones that aren't.
They're very good to have.
Yeah. I feel like I need to learn how to do it.
Yeah.
I should make it a challenge.
It's funny because I mean, seriously, when I was a teenager, I was like 15, I got my first and I played with it. I cut myself a million times and, hours and hours and hours. Yeah. As one does.
Yeah.
And I probably got this in, I don't know, maybe a couple of years ago, maybe. So, 35 plus years, I picked it up, I got it, I took it out of the box, and I was like, flip, 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 clang, 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 annoying my coworkers with this.
So it's a muscle memory thing.
It really is. It's like a bicycle. Yeah. You just don't forget.
Okay.
I got one of those in a box somewhere.
Yeah.
I've had like since high school.
And it's just funny how it took a little bit, but not much. And it was like flip, 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 flip. And all I can hear from the other office is, Jay, knock it off.
It's like the Oriental version of the switchblade.
Pretty much, it's
but flashier.
Yeah, absolutely. And really, when you think about it, like how it's
like the nunchucks of the knife world.
It's sturdier.
It is
sturdier, construction, and it's just as quick, and it's also like the switchblade, just as illegal for no good reason. It's like the dumbest thing in the world. This is what, 1950 still? Oh, the Sharks and the Jets have switchblades. Let's stop. Like, guys, I walk out of the house carrying a loaded 9mm. Okay, the fact that my knife flips around or opens with a push of a button is the last thing you need to worry about.
Yeah.
It boggles my mind that there are still laws against certain types of knives on the books. But then,
not in Texas.
Look to England. And this is one of my guilty pleasures. I've been watching Top Gear. And I started at the beginning for what they have on demand. And they're always taking little digs at America. And I'm like, we can have pointy knives, you fuck. Anyway, you can't have a knife, a pocket knife. You're not allowed to carry a pocket knife. What do? Chew packages open? It would explain the teeth. Just saying.
Jay's rage has made the video go wonky.
I don't understand. It is a basic tool. It is one of the most, if not, I'd say it's a toss-up between the hammer and the knife, which is the oldest tool. Because whether it was you took a rock and you sharpened one edge, or you took a big rock and lashed it to a stick.
Right.
Okay, I would imagine they were pretty contemporary,
Yes.
Right.
But it's literally as old as humanity. And
I would say the hammer. I would say the hammer because you need a rock to bash the other rock to make a sharp rock.
Yes. Yeah. But it is something that is as old as humanity. And they're like, no, we cannot have these. Really? A knife? I am mechanically declined, and I can make a knife in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, they've outlawed sharp metal.
Yeah.
That's just dumb.
Do you not have lawnmowers? Guess what? You got a knife.
Good
You
luck
do
with
not
that.
have garden tools, shovels, random pieces of steel. I made
Yeah.
throwing stars from soup can lids.
That was big in shop
genie's
class,
not
man.
just out of the bottle. The bottle broke. The pieces were melted down and turned back into sand, for crying
Oh
out
my
loud.
God.
It boggles my mind that we meaning a species, just as human beings, get so wrapped up on, oh, that Deodand is evil and must die, because we can't say people are fucking shitty.
Yep.
Yeah.
There are bad people that will
Yeah.
hurt and kill other people for no reason whatsoever. There's a gentleman, William April, rest in peace, who said they're not like you. And I may be butchering this, but they're not like you. They don't think like you. They're not you. And we're making entire classes of laws, and we're seeing it right now, based on you're so far outside of your normal curve.
Yeah.
But we're blaming the inanimate object. Doesn't matter if it's a knife or a firearm or whatever.
Well, if it's not the inanimate object, then it's our fucked up policies, and we can't have that. So
yeah, and it's the fact that
we let criminals go, and we destroy families, and we we use government printing to make rich people richer and poor people poorer, and But anyway, print more money.
Cardi B's WAP is the #1 song, and on the Video Music Awards. But we're canceling Dr. Seuss because he uses the word Chinaman.
Yep.
That's the real problems facing us. But yeah.
And on that note,
on that happy note,
are we done?
Yep, we're done.
It's 9 o'clock. So
9 o'clock. We're gonna turn
good hour, guys.
It was good.
Thank you.
We had knives.
Awesome.
We had swords.
And we had
swords.
We had good videos.
He's got a sword.
Swords
We've all got swords. What?
Yeah. The
Good
video is good because I'm sitting by my Wi-Fi.
I am literally this far from my router, and I still am lagging.
I don't know.
And stupid, and I don't know. I blame Comcast because I can. It's fine now because we're almost done.
Right. That's how it works.
So next week, 4:05.
That's right.
No, wait, no. It's as if to remind me. It's like, oh no, hold on, Jay. We're not done with you yet.
Yep. Next week, 4:05. We'll be back.
Yes.
4:05.
Man, that's a lot of shows.
Thanks for hanging out with me.
That's quite a few. Thank you for tuning in and
It's
listening.
been a pleasure. And
thank you for listening.
Everybody have a good weekend. We'll be back.
Okay. Good night.
All righty. Night, y'all.
Bye.